Yo, eastbanger here, welcome back to another video, and today we are comparing two amazing lenses. One of them is the Sony 50mm F1.2, visible on the screen, and finally this lens has its competitor, direct competitor, which is the Sigma F1.2 version 50mm, the GDN art. Both of these lenses are using the F1.2 as a main selling factor, I would say. I want to do a quick live analysis when I show you guys how I take photos. I'm gonna be focusing more on static photos rather than in motion. Then after that we're gonna be comparing those in Lightroom when I do a quick analysis, no editing included, so it's gonna be straight from the camera, raw format. We're gonna see how they perform, how the image quality looks like, how the rendering of the colors looks like, how everything straight from the camera looks like using both of these lenses. So I think this is it. Let's do it. Let's jump onto the street and see both of these lenses in action. Let's go. Okay guys, so as you can see, the first photo, we have a Sigma on the right side and the Sony on the left side, exactly the same position, focus point on the headlight. And the first thing you will notice is that Sigma has a lot more details on the plastic element itself, so that's the first difference. So the focus point, when the sharpest area is definitely sharper. Then when it comes to the background, we can notice a different color, a little bit different color rendering on this area. Kinda, yeah, you can see the differences. The Sony in this case has a little bit more details in the back, while Sigma has this background a little bit more smooth. Okay guys, so this time the Sigma is on the left and the G-Master, the Sony 50mm, is on the right. And this is the Mini Cooper, and a really cool car. I mean, this older version, I'm not a big fan of the newest ones. So first thing I wanted to show you is the focus point, which is kind of in this area over here, like a handle and like this element, this aluminum element on the between the windows. Actually, there are some details on the handle that I would say are kind of pretty much the same, although Sigma seems to be a little bit sharper. As you can see, this element looks a bit more detailed than this on the right of the Sony, and it's not a matter of the zoom, because I'm not sure why it's opening like this. The shots are exactly the same. However, this one has a little bit more details than this one. So again, different toning in this spectrum of a mix of a greenish, yellowish and orangish colors. The green colors kind of look the same, a little bit more deep in favor of Sony in this case, but still really equal shots, pretty much the same. Okay guys, so here we have Sigma on the left and the G-Master on the right, and as you can see, there is the first thing you will notice is a bit different toning in the bottom part of the image. It was cloudy, there was no sun, so the weather was kind of steady and static, so not sure what happened here, but definitely the green toning is different. It hits different on the bottom part. The focus is on the lift in front, somewhere over here. Wasn't really precise, so but by looking at these two images, like in a zoomed version, then you can see the different toning on the focused one. So that's the first thing, and there is obviously no differences in white and in lighter areas because there is no information, at least before the editing. But when you look at the left side of the building, it seems to be a little bit darker in Sigma. Both were taken with the ISO 100 and 1/500 of a second. So I think there is no more there is no more differences. The shots are looking pretty much the same. I would say a little bit more in favor for Sony because of the details on the leaves from the bottom to top. Okay guys, after this quick Lightroom comparison, this quick analysis, I would say these two lenses are really close to each other. There are some major differences in sharpness on the sides in favor of Sigma lens. It sometimes renders the center point, the focus point, a little bit better than Sony. There are also some differences in color rendering, especially when hitting greens, oranges and yellows. Definitely the yellow tone, the orange/yellow tone is richer on Sony. So if you are aiming for some specific sessions, photo sessions or something like that, when you are using yellow color, then take Sony because it renders, in my opinion, a little bit more saturated color. You can obviously do it in post, but sometimes you want to have those rows in like really perfect condition, if you can call it like that. So looking at these two photos with the Mini Cooper, you can notice depends on when the focus point is hitting, you will see different like details rendering. When it was on the handle, it was much sharper on Sigma. So just a couple of final words. I'm really glad Sigma made this lens, the f1.2 version at 50mm. My preferable lens is really, when it comes to primes, I'm like switching between 50 and 85, something like that, especially for street and portrait photography. So I'm really glad Sigma made this lens because that opens this field for other competitors that are aiming to create lenses at f1.2. So hopefully this video is gonna give you some insights on what you are looking for and what kind of differences you can expect. In my opinion, there are no major differences besides the one I mentioned. So yeah, I think this is it guys. Thanks for watching and I see you in the next one.